In this video, we're going to go over some examples of different reactions, and we're going to use our activity series to figure out whether or not that would happen. Let's look at our first one, zinc reacting with water. Here's zinc, which we've summarized to say will react with hot water, acids, and oxygen. Now in this case, they're asking, will it react with water? Well, it only says it's not going to react with cold water, so not going to really be much of a reaction unless that water is going to be hot. Moving on to our next one, we have cadmium and lead. So here is cadmium, there is lead. So cadmium is hotter than lead, so cadmium would replace lead in a reaction. If it was the other way around, lead would not replace cadmium. But cadmium, hotter on the scale, more active. So in that case, we would get a reaction. So cadmium and lead would switch, so we're going to put a reaction, which I'm just going to sort of symbolize as that Rx right there. Next one, tin and oxygen. Here's tin, does not react with water, but will react with acids, replacing hydrogen, will also react with oxygen, forming oxides. So in this case, we will get a reaction. It will react with this. So tin plus oxygen will create tin oxide. We're going to get a reaction. Next one, copper plus hydrochloric acid. Copper will react with oxygen, but that's about it. It's not going to react with something here, even something that's an acid. In this case, we are not going to get a reaction. Next up, chromium plus water. Chromium will react with steam, but not cold water. So this is going to be another case right there where I'm not going to get a reaction unless that water is going to be hot. Same thing as we saw with the zinc. Moving on to platinum and oxygen. Platinum, very unreactive. This is why these are the precious metals. Not really going to react with darn or anything no matter what the conditions. Last one, cadmium plus hydrobromic acid. That one will form a reaction right there. So those on this scale, on this little section here, will react with acids, in this case, hydrobromic acid. Let's do another set. So nickel plus water. Nickel will not react with water. Does not matter the temperature, hot water, cold water, you name it, no reaction for that one there. Same thing we see here with gold reacting with hydrochloric acid. Gold and all the other precious metals, no reaction under no conditions. Cadmium plus hydrochloric acid, that one is going to be, will react with acids, so I will get a reaction of cadmium plus hydrochloric acid. Next up, magnesium and cobalt. You look at where they are. Magnesium is going to be found right here. Cobalt going to be found a little bit more down there. Magnesium is hotter than cobalt, relatively speaking. Magnesium is more reactive. In this case, that will displace cobalt because it is higher on our activity series. Finally, magnesium plus water. Magnesium will react with steam, but not cold water. So not going to get a reaction here unless that water is going to be very, very hot. Then I might see a reaction.